Hello, welcome. Good morning today. Today we're going to go over how to build a trumpet interchange. It's not that difficult to build, although it may seem so, especially when you're first starting. It's a pretty efficient way to get on and off the highway for a three-way interchange. So let's go ahead and get started. What you'll need is, of course, the highway. You want it to be at least 2 units wide, so that way you can drop a pillar in the middle if you need to. We also want to make sure on our snapping here, we are at the lowest step, we'll say, the shortest step. You usually start off at the top, highest step, so knock it down 2 times, so you're down under there. And we're going to go ahead and just put in 2 parallel roads, so let's go walk 3, so we can get over the highway, of course. Put 1 here, and these can be about 2 units apart, is fine, or 1 unit apart. It's just as good, because this road, if we're using this road here, it's easy. It's relatively cheap to do, so if you start messing up, you blow stuff up. You know, you're not spending a bunch of money, and it draws kind of like nice straight lines. And it's also kind of like the width of like the 2-way highway. So this will allow us to make these 2 lanes instead of 1 lane if we need to, if the traffic kind of demands that. So, and then we want this to come out about half a road length, which is right here. And then we're going to come out here, half a road length, come up 1, come out the other half, so it's going to make a nice round circle, and come up 1, come up 1, come up 1. Okay. If we want, we can do this without blowing up the highway underneath. Go ahead and just throw a pillar here, so it might be a pain later. Make it 2 pieces of road. There you go. Do the same thing here. Actually, let's start this road first. So we're going to go ahead and we can just use like the freeform tool, and you can just grab it right here, because this is where the curve starts. And you can just be mindful that we're what? 1 kind of like unit or 1 like dash line away from the other road. Just come out and click on it to kind of start drawing it, and we just want to kind of hit like in that same spot. Oh, we want to go down 1. So as we're doing this, we want to kind of step it down as well, which I didn't do. So we go here, hit it there, go down 1. So this is base or ground level. 1, 2, 3, down 1. And we can hit it right here, go down another 1. And then we want a road that's going to be kind of like parallel to here. So we could have kept the other road. So maybe even just to here is fine. Or you can, you can eyeball. You can see how it's getting like that line right there. So maybe here's probably good. And we're just going to draw a half by like half here. So it gives us a nice kind of curve again. And then we can kind of blow these up. We can blow this up here. And then we're going to just draw a road that goes from here to here. And when you make these connections, you just want this to be kind of like, you see where the angle is and where it connects to like the existing road. You don't want to go too far, because you see how like the road itself starts bulging out. It's actually bulging to the right. You kind of want this to be pretty much straight. So this is a pretty good spot here. So I'm going to snap it right here. If you want to give them more room to get onto the highway, on or off, you can extend it out farther. You don't really need to, though, because they have all this room here to do it. But same thing here. See how it bulged out a little bit there? I mean, right about here is pretty good. So we'll go right there. And we'll make this connection here, and we'll do this. Like I said before, we can probably just drop a pillar here. So we dropped the pillar. That's fine. Now we can blow this piece of road up without blowing up the road underneath. There we go. We're halfway done. That's how you get on and off. Let's just say this road here. Now we got to get on and off this road here. You can do this a couple ways. Now that we have this pillar in the middle, you could pull this out like here, And that gives you some room to run transit underneath. Like if you want to run train lines parallel to your highway, you can go sneak under here. If you don't, you can kind of come close and shorten it a little bit, and then drop down here so it's not as long. Come out 12 units. Get yourself a nice slope. If you want, if you are tied up against space, maybe you can only come out like 7 or 8 units, and if you don't find the sharp incline or decline offensive, because some people want to, you know, make it kind of like a little bit more realistic. You know, you can just pull it, you know, right here, close as you can, and just have them go up a big grade. Okay, and same thing here. We're just going to kind of come off here. We just want like a road that's about 1 tick, I would say, 1 little dash line apart. And you can do something like this. Actually, do it like this. Just draw these out. And basically what we're going to draw is a road that goes like this. Oh, that's wrong, not the roads. We can hit it here. You can go about half a unit up, half a road length up, it's fine. It's not quite a full road length away. If you want to get it like more exact, you could go down a little farther, extend this down a little farther, and actually do a full road length, so that a full road like this would be 2 full road lengths away, and then you would go up 1 road length, and then you could hug this and go to where it's about 1 road length away from that. So you would do something like this. We'll say go up road 1 road length, kind of blow that up, and then this would give you like a nice perfect curve, because it's like 1 and 1. It's 1 road length away from each other. So you could do that and extend this down. If you're not that into, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect like the curve, you know, you can kind of just eyeball, okay, I'm about 1.5 away, so I know it's going to be something like here. Then I would know that, okay, I need to go, actually just do half. You know, so maybe like here. And then you would go over here. We want to snap to about here. You say, okay, I need a half a length. So we'll just go all the way down. And then we'll find out where half the length of the road is. It's right about here. See how we get that line? Let's chop that off here. And then we can do, once again, the curve here. It's going to be pretty close. It's not going to be quite 100%, because once again, it's not measured out 100%. But, yeah, good enough. Then you can just drop this in here. Once again, don't go too far. You don't want to bulge out. That looks pretty good. That's starting to bulge. So that's perfect right there. Let's do the same thing here. Where do we go? 1/2? Yep, half a road length. Once again, we just want to grab like half a unit off here. Or sorry, 1 unit space. So this pillar's gonna trip you up, so just be careful there. So it's right here. You can just draw it right up to here. Or this is probably close enough for government work. Just gonna slap yourself in right there if you want. Once again, if you want this to be a little bit more of a curve, you're gonna do like this. Find out where like about a half is. Right there. Chop it off there. This might be where we had it. I think it was, actually. And draw in here. That looks too far. It looks perfect. Okay. And you can get rid of these. This part's tricky. If you make these 2 units apart, you can get an even number of tiles here, even number of squares, and then you can slap this right in the middle. So you imagine if you had another one here, but we left it at 1 unit apart, so you can't get a middle real easy. So what I usually do is just you can blow these back up and just eyeball it. We can use the 3-lane highway at this point, or 4-lane, however you want to do it. We can do it with the 4-lane maybe, and just show you how you can do it. Well, no, let's do, yeah, 4-lane will show you how you can do it with like the laning mathematics and stuff to kind of get that to work out for you. And I say go up like 440 is fine. And you just eyeball it and try to like line this road up like relatively straight with the little guides. And I think I went the wrong way. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I don't know. I've been playing left-hand traffic too much. And then you just go ahead and grab yourself, we'll say that the 2-lane highway road, and you can just come out like 2 units. So it's 1, 2, 10. You can try 3 units to see if it looks better. You know, maybe we'll try this one as the 3 units just to see what it looks like. It looks pretty much the same, doesn't it? It looks the same to me, so either way. And we're pretty much done. We can upgrade this to highway road. Let's see, it doesn't like the pillar. So we'll have to redraw that. Sometimes it gets finicky. So don't get scared. We'll just redraw it. And we're going to probably convert that to 2-lane anyway. We'll go over a little bit of lane mathematics just in case you don't understand that part or you haven't really gotten into that much. So we'll do that. And why you want to do this, or at least some variation of this, and then we can even fix those, make it look perfect. Maybe well, let's do nope. So here we go. Split this up. And we are going, which way are we going? Onto the highway, right? So it's this way and this way. So we just draw it the way we want to draw it, just from here. Flip it around. That looks good. Looks good. This does not look good. Alright, and then we'll just do some lane mathematics. Let's draw this out a little bit further. So there's your Trumpet Interchange. Pretty straightforward, pretty nice. Like I said, if you want to sneak rail through here, you can have it actually be up 3 units in this section here. Or you can do a sunken and just sink the road down and put it underneath. Like I said, you can have this be a little extended, a little longer, so it can come out to about here or here, we'll say, 3 units high, and then start to ramp down a little bit farther out. You can have this, you can make this connection itself 3 units up in this area here, and then have this piece here kind of ramp down to the highway so it kind of goes up, and then you can run your rail pretty much right under here. You can sink the highway down here, and you can keep this up elevated a little bit more, so you could probably keep this like 3 units, and usually the pillars like right about here and here, so you have like a gap here where you can run rail through here if you want, or you can just run rail right around it like this, so it kind of all flows. Looks nice. Or you just do a tunnel, just go underneath, come back, pop up right here and right here. Alright, so lane mathematics, so we're at 2 and 2, which is good here. So we could do something like this, and then let it funnel down to 1 if you want, so people can merge and merge. You could keep it to 3. You can make this 2-lane highway if you want, and just have this 1 and 1, and then fan it out to 3 if you want. You could keep it as 3 and have one of them be one lane and the other one be 2. You just want to have the same number of ways in as the same number of ways out, right? So, you know, this is 4-lane here. So I got 4 coming out, and I got 2 and 2 coming in, right? You can do the same thing here, because you want to get these dedicated turn arrows on the highway itself, as well as get these arrows on here, the straight arrows. And then you can fix these junctions too. If you don't like this little like kind of weird looking bump out, you can just blow up the highway. kind of blow it up here and do something like this. We can even keep it like that probably, or we can extend it a little bit if you want to give them a little bit more like room to kind of do their thing. So maybe come out like a half a unit here. Maybe a half a unit here. And then pick like the 3-lane road here. Once again, it's tough to get in the middle because like the game doesn't like you to be in the middle, I guess. So you just come down here, eyeball it as best you can. You know, and try to get like in the middle. You can turn off some of the guides. That's a little long. See if we can shorten that just a touch. It will. Probably about there is good. And then go ahead and just do this. We can come out 2, we can come out 3. And you can just try which one you like, which one kind of makes the better curve. Just blow it up, try it, blow it up. We did what, 3? Which is going to be a pain because it wants to snap to that one guide, so you're going to have to turn that guide off. And then you just blow up a little bit of the highway and just kind of curve it back in if you really want to be really nice with it. Kind of do something like this. About halfway there and just kind of go like that. Something like that. And that way you have a nice, smooth way for them to get on and off. And you can do that all the way around. This junction, this junction, this junction. You can leave it alone if you want. It's just the cars here will do like a kind of like a little bit of a slight turn. You know, they'll just kind of, and they'll do it. They'll handle it fine. So you can do it like that, or like I said, you can kind of have it like this, where they kind of just slide in a little bit more. Or if they were going the other way, they would just kind of like go out a little bit more. Okay, I think that's it. That's our Trumpet Interchange. It's like I said, it's an easy way to kind of get on and off the highway, building into your area on a 3-way junction. Hopefully it's helpful, and as always, happy building.